had the shits now for the last 5 days. I could tell you more about that, I suppose.
Nobody wants to know about your bottom.
Why not? This is follow the boat, man. This is what we're all about. The rough with the smooth.
Oh, rough and smooth. That's taking it too far. I don't want to know about your bum. And I'm sure that nobody watching this wants to know about your bum. I think what they want to know about is sailing.
Well, we're off again. One of the reasons for coming out this way was to catch some supposed northeasterlies and easterlies. Really wanted to get some sailing in. It feels like it's been a while since we've had a cracking good sail. This morning we woke up and sure enough, those winds have been predicted. Nothing. The wind continues to elude us.
So we're leaving glorious Mantanani Island. It's been a lovely few days. We've had showers, thunderstorms every night, but during the day it's been really beautiful. Very gentle winds keeping us nice and cool. I think we'll probably come back here again. But it's time to move on and we're heading towards KK. First stop's going to be not too far away, I think about 20 miles, maybe a bit further, into a nice sheltered cove where we can just relax over another coming couple of days. We've got plenty of time and we've got quite a few little anchorages to take in before we need to get back to the marina.
The only other thing of note is that tachometer. I don't know what's going on with it. If you put the boat in neutral and rev the engine, the tachometer works. It only seems to be working when we're in, or not working when we're in gear. It goes up to 900 RPM. The other day it jumped up to 1100. It's not moving up and down like this. I don't think the shaft is slipping because obviously when we go further more into forward, what on earth does that mean, Jamie? When we go further more into forward, that's the highlight of the day so far. Apart from a beautiful view of the coastline and Mount Kinabalu, we can still see quite clearly. Look at this place, isn't this beautiful? There's the sea, you can hear it in the background. Esper is at anchor all the way over there. This is the place that we got in touch with yesterday, and we got chatting to the proprietor, and he was the one who said, please come and visit us. We are going bonkers without tourists. And this is one of the problems, of course, in Sabah, well, and around the world generally, is that people are not getting the tourism. So we thought we'd come ashore and just have a quick look. And I have to say, if I were to take a little beachside holiday, I think this is pretty close to what I'd want. Behind me, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 places that you can stay. Typical stilted houses right by the beach. Look at this. We came ashore, and the first person who greeted us was Alfonso. Alfonso, come and say hello.
Hello everybody. Yeah, if you want to come here to this chalet, we got here at Beachaven. Right here, the location is in Kota Belud, Sabah, Malaysia.
And also Alfonso and Dindin, who he works with, have served us up some sliced fruit and vegetables, coconut juice, and they're not even officially open. So the fact that they have allowed us to come here and just hang out for the afternoon is a really nice touch as well. I think that says a lot about Sabayan hospitality.
Alfonso was telling me that it's only about 40-minute drive from here to KK, so I can imagine burnt out Kota Kinabaluites could come here for a nice long weekend to just chill and relax, because you sit here on this veranda And look out, you can watch the sunset. There's a little island you can go and visit by boat, and they will just come along and bring you fresh coconuts and lovely fruit and whatever you need. It's a good place really just to chill out away from the madness. It's quiet as well. This is my favourite bit. All the chalets have these. Ensuite, outside. And the great thing about the tropics is around 4 or 5 o'clock most evenings the heavens open, so you don't even need to use the shower. You can literally just stand here and shower in the rain. Nice. That was such a beautiful, wonderful little place, a real special little find. Nobody goes there, it's so remote, it's lovely.
In a moment we're going to be talking about some giveaways, but before that, an advert.
As you all know, we have patrons and FTB mates who make our life easier for us. We love you, thank you very much. But what you may not know is that we also give away lots of things from our shop every now and again. Certainly every month we give one lucky person a special prize.
They are pretty special prizes actually. We've been designing some new products as well, some new designs on some new products.
Can't say anything about those yet.
Okay, we're going to save that because we're actually looking for your involvement on that, but more on that another time.
Yes.
In the meantime, these prizes we've just given away, we've been playing a bit of catch up. They're pretty cool, I have to say.
Yeah, they are. And in fact, if you want to get involved in helping us test or come up with ideas for designs, then join FTB Mates for as little as $2 a month. Come and talk to us. Talk to us about the kinds of things that we should be doing and get involved in beta testing.
Yeah, we also have a little Signal chat group as well. So we just have this sort of one-to-one dialogue with our supporters, and it just allows them to give us feedback or even just tell us what they're up to.
Yeah, so if you're interested, have a look at the merchandise in our shop and have a look down below to join us on FTB Mates or as a patron.
Shall we go back to my bottom problems?
No.
You don't want to know about my bottom problems?
No, I know enough about your bottoms. I know that nobody needs to know what I know.
Okay, well, let's make up for it by going back to the anchorage that we left you at a moment ago. Just before we left to head back down towards KK, we discovered Big Fin Dive Resort. We had a little wander around there, and this has become one of our favourite spots, not just because of its location, but actually you'll see in the coming weeks we've been doing quite a bit of diving as well. But just before we left here, we went to go and meet Ari, who's lovely Ari, who's the chef stroke caretaker at Big Fin. Just have a little wander around their gardens, their chalets, and just taking the view before heading back down a rather rolly coastline. Well, after a relaxing few days hanging out at that place over there, Big Fin Divers they're called, lovely little spot, it's time to head back. Actually, we've got a big low coming, and that's going to cause some havoc. Big winds coming up the coast, which is quite unusual but does happen, and so we don't want to be hanging around here. I've not been feeling too great lately actually. I've had the shits now for the last 5 days. I could tell you more about that, I suppose. If you'd like to know more information on my toilet situation, then please put a comment in below and I'll respond in full. So yeah, just fancy getting back to the marina, which is where we're going to stay just for a few days to sort ourselves out, duck away from this weather, and try and sort out my toilet problems.
Oh, it's been a lovely few days at anchor in beautiful Kota Belud. Time to move on. We're going down to Kota Kinabalu because we've got quite a bit of shopping and bits and pieces, provisioning, deliveries to pick up, one of which is my new GoPro. I'm now reduced to using the 6 because the 7 went in the water. without a case. Jamie got a bit excited about using it around the boat and in it went. Doesn't work anymore. So we've got a GoPro 9 arriving. I'm very excited about this, and that will be my new camera. So yeah, from tomorrow I'll have a new camera, and I will no doubt be taking some footage around KK and who knows, talking the usual bollocks.
I'm not sure how much of this you'll pick up on camera, but we're having to contend with quite a bit of swell as soon as we left the anchorage from the protection of this northerly swell. It's really giving it some, and unfortunately there's no wind to put the sails out to stabilise the boat. We're just at the wrong angle at the moment. It's coming down our hind quarter, so the boat's really corkscrewing.
And it is a stunning morning. It really is a beautiful morning, but got quite a lot of swell, as you can probably tell. And it's about 4 or 5 hours to get there. Depends on whether we can find any wind when we get outside. Nothing at the moment, just these rolly waves. It's not raining though, so it's not all bad.
One little trick is to get out as deep as possible, because obviously the shallower the water, the bigger that swell builds, which of course eventually ends up as waves on the beach. So we're trying to get at least past the 20-metre contour line in the hope that the swell calms down a little. But it's really a straight run down the coast, which means that swell is going to be set up our bum for pretty much the whole way. I was getting so depressed with this rocking and rolling. I absolutely bloody hate it. But Liz has spiced up the morning by catching a Spanish mackerel, and he looks like a decent sized one as well. Very happy with that. We're on the home stretch now. Nothing interesting has happened whatsoever at all on this journey, except lots of rocking and rolling. Pretty big swell at one point, and the boat was corkscrewing around. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, we're now behind Gaia Island, and there's still a bit of swell now, but hopefully any minute it's going to even out and be nice and flat, so we can put the fenders out and drop the solar panels and tie the lines up ready to come into the marina. Here in Malaysia, they have just announced another full lockdown, an MCO, movement control order. We just happen to have been in the marina, so we're kind of locked in here, although we're not. We've just found out this morning we can actually go out to anchor, but we can't, because talking of anchors, we've just sent our anchor off to be galvanised. So that's going to take a week, so we thought we'd make use of this time to completely clean Esper up. We've already done the back end, galley, chart table, cabin, all looking very smart now. So now we're going to do the forepeak and Lizzie's boffice, the single bunks and what have you. And there's a lot of crap we need to get rid of. By the way, can you see over my shoulder there? That's our new TV.